Hello students, so let's continue with the MCQs. The first MCQ that we are going to see today is in front of you. So let us look at the diagram. A square box is shown which is labeled as X, and on either side of the box we can see two rays, a pair of rays we can see on either side, ray 1 and ray 2. Now since arrows are not drawn, it is written that they are rays but arrows are not drawn. So we can imagine left side to be a pair of incident rays and the right hand side, let us say we have a pair of emergent rays. Now in this box what is present we do not know. Let us assume the rays are allowed to enter through hole from left hand side and fall on an object which is placed inside the box, and then the rays are coming out from the other side. Now the question is, what could be the X that she placed inside the box? Okay, so X is a thing which is placed inside the box, okay, to make the rays behave as shown. Now if you look at the figures, if I draw the arrows here on left hand side, the rays are coming from right hand side, opposite side, and here we know that if I have a converging lens, then the rays should converge, the emergent rays should converge. They are not converging. Similarly, for the triangular prism, the incident ray and emergent rays always their two rays are always inclined to each other. And in this case, the incident rays and the corresponding emergent rays are not inclined to each other. Plane mirror, we know that if there was a plane mirror inside it, then the rays would never have emerged out from the other side, because reflection means rays should reflect back, bounce back. So they should lie in the same medium from where the incident rays are coming, from same side where the incident rays are coming. Now, so parallel sided glass block. Yes, this should be the correct option, because we know that in a parallel sided glass block, when the rays are incident on one side of the block, on the opposite side, the corresponding emergent ray which comes out is parallel to the incident ray and is laterally displaced. And we can see here ray 1 and ray 2, incident rays if we consider on left hand side, the corresponding emergent rays on right hand side, they are parallel to the incident rays and they are also laterally dispersed. So B option, a parallel sided glass block, is a correct option. The second question is, a full length image of a distant tall building can definitely be seen by using, four options are there: a concave mirror, a convex mirror, a plane mirror, both concave as well as plane mirror. Now we know that among these four options, the correct option should be B, convex mirror, because convex mirror is its reflecting surface is curved outwards. It has a wider field of view, and we know this is the reason why it is used for as a rear view mirror in vehicles, because it has a wider field of view, and secondly, for all object distances it gives us erect images. Now concave mirror, we know that full length image can definitely be seen by using not by a concave mirror, as its field of view is not larger. And secondly, plane mirror, no, in plane mirror also not possible. So we know this is only possible in a convex mirror, because in plane mirror size of image is always equal to size of object. So if you stand in front of a mirror, as per the length of the object, if you want to see the full length, then the size of the mirror should be large enough. Okay. So a full length image of a distant building can be definitely seen by using a convex mirror, as plane mirror we cannot have such big plane mirror to see the image. Now the next question is, a 10 millimeter long awl pen is placed vertically in front of a concave mirror. A 5 millimeter long image of the awl pen is formed at 30 centimeter in front of the mirror. The focal length of this mirror is, there are four options given and you have to work out and get the answer. But anyway, we know that this mirror which gives the image concave. This mirror is concave mirror, which is given in the question. So focal length has to be negative, and in fact it is negative in all the options. So let us work out. Now, since length of the pin is 10 millimeter long, so height of object which is represented by h is 10 millimeter. It is placed vertically in front of a concave mirror. It should be of a concave mirror. A 5 millimeter long image of the all pin is formed. 5 millimeter long means h dash is 5 millimeter. So h is 10 millimeter, h dash is 5 millimeter, and it is formed in front of the mirror at 30 centimeter in front of the mirror. We know that whenever the image is formed in front of the mirror, it is always real inverted, and hence while finding out the magnification by using the formula image is equal to h dash upon h, I have taken height h dash as minus 5 by convention. So minus 5 upon 10 is minus half. So magnification is minus half. Minus because image is real inverted. Real and inverted. Now we have another formula for the magnification of the mirrors, that is magnification produced by the mirrors, that is m is equal to minus v upon u. Now minus v upon u is minus half, so we can write minus minus gets cancelled, we get u is equal to 2v. V is minus 30 centimeter, so u is minus 60 centimeter. Now using the mirror formula, 1 over f is 1 over v plus 1 over u, and putting the values of v as minus 30 and u as minus 60 and doing the simplification, we get f is equal to 60 by minus 3, that is minus 20 centimeters. So out of the 4 options, B minus 20 centimeter is the correct option. And remember, for during MCQs there is no need to write the formula as I have written here. You can do it you can do it faster without writing the formula. I have written the formula just so that you understand the explanation. Otherwise we can just put the values and immediately try to find out the answers without wasting much time. Next question is, a beam of light travels fastest in water, plastic, air, vacuum. We know the answer without any problem. We can state the final answer, choose a final answer, that is T. Because in vacuum, light has the maximum speed, that is 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second, and then it is slightly reduced in air, and then it is reduced in all other media. So we know that it is maximum in vacuum, so beam of light travels fastest in vacuum. Now the next MCQ is, dash is a phenomenon of scattering of light by colloidal particles. See, out of the 4 options, Raman effect, Tyndall effect, spectral effect, none of these. We know that Raman effect, spectral effect are not in our syllabus, and Tyndall effect, we know that it is the phenomenon of scattering of light by colloidal particles. We have this in our syllabus, and in this effect the path of light becomes visible due to scattering of light by colloidal particles. So B is the correct option.